everyone, Neve here, and today is, I believe, day 26 of my deep dive or study into the Pacific Northwest Tarot. That is this deck here. So today I'm going to be doing a combination reading of the Pacific Northwest Tarot along with the Seed and Sickle Oracle, I am using a Lenormand deck, and this deck is the Modern Sybil Lenormand, which is from Make Playing Cards, and I believe the artist is Beatrix Minerva, and I will leave a link down to her shop, her Make Playing Cards shop, down in the description. All right, so I was sitting here thinking, because you know, a lot of this is on the fly. I don't really plan a lot of things, so what I think I'm going to be doing, I'm going to use the main question for the Lenormand cards to be basically a general month ahead spread. So right now, as I'm filming this, this is February 2nd. It's kind of just a month ahead for February. By the time I post this, it's going to be into March, I think. Maybe even later, I'm not sure. You know, with Lenormand, it's kind of a bit more of a, like, you could do a general reading, a general spread, but I think Lenormand really shines when you have kind of a specific question, and I don't really have a specific question right now. So I am kind of doing a general reading, but I'm specifying it in the sense that this will be a month ahead general reading, so what I can expect in the coming month for me. And again, like I said, I'm not planning this, so this is kind of just coming to me right now. So for how I think I'll lay this out, I'm going to do a 9x9 box, so a 3x3 of Lenormand. And I think I'm going to put 4 of the tarot cards on either side, and probably 2 on either side, so 4 total, and then 1 oracle card on each side. And the oracle card will be the dawn and the dusk, and it will be kind of how should I put this, because again, I'm just sort of making this up as I'm doing this here. It's kind of the energy going into it, and the energy starting the month, and the closing energy leaving the month over there. So that's for the oracle deck there. And I don't have a set meaning for these the tarot cards. I think maybe, let's see. Okay, so I paused the video real quick because I really had no plan for this reading. So I had to pause real quick. I took the cards out of their boxes and just sat down and just tried to figure out exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to do a 9-card box for the Lenormand, and the question is basically just my month ahead, what I can expect this month ahead, February 2022. By the time this is up, it's probably going to be well into March, if not later. And then the oracle card is going to, the first oracle card is going to be the energy coming into this month. So this will be the dawn. And then I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards. The first one here is going to be what I need to do this month. The second card is going to be the challenges I'll encounter this month. Then the 4th card will be my strengths this month. And the 5th card is the advice. How do I basically overcome these obstacles so that I can complete what I need to do this month? All right, and then the final card will be another oracle card, and that will be the dusk meanings. All right, so I had to pause the video and work that out real quick so I knew exactly what I was doing. All right, so first things first, I'm going to shuffle these Lenormand cards, and this is the Modern Sybil Lenormand. And I am going to first take a deep breath. So this is my month ahead reading. Today is February 2nd, 2022, and I'm doing a month. I'm doing a month ahead. So what I can expect this month. What can I expect this month? What will I be dealing with this month? What can I expect this month? So this will be a 9-card box. I will start placing from left to right, starting in the top corner. Sometimes I do my 9-card boxes with placing the center card first and then doing the 9 cards around it. But I think, and this is just my intuitive feeling of how this needs to be done today, I am just going to start in the top corner, going left to right, top to bottom. So, and I'm voicing this because I'm also telling my cards what I'm doing, so that my cards know exactly how I'm going to read this. So this will be a 9-card box starting in the top left corner, going left to right, top to bottom, and what I can expect this month. All right. So what can I expect this month? What can I expect this month? What can I expect this month? All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read this box right now, and then we'll start pulling some of the other cards. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to look at how many positive and negative cards we have in this reading here. And with Lenormand, cards are positive, negative, or negative neutral, or positive neutral. There is a, or neutral. And right off the bat here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 positives and 5 negatives. These are actual negative cards. So this is going to be a bit of a challenging month, but the positive cards I have here are very positive cards. There's this feeling of we are going in the direction we're supposed to be going. We're starting off the month here going in the direction we are supposed to be going. So everything that's going on here is supposed to be happening. Like this rough time here with coffin, cross, clouds, fox, whip. This is going to be a tough, difficult month, but the fact that we're starting off with stars, for me, shows that this is something that just needs to be done, especially with cross right next to it. This is something that just needs to be done before we can move on. And we're ending it with the whip, so there's still work that we've got to be doing at the end of this month. And with the center card being anchor, this is, again, anchoring that point. This is something that needs to be done. Yes. And, as I've been saying in these videos, what we're dealing with right now in our house is a lot of renovation type stuff. And we've got some really great positives here. The underlying, what's hidden beneath is a positive. So all these negative cards, it doesn't mean we're going to have like this horrible month. It's just there's a lot of work this month because we're just starting the renovation in our house, and this has been a long 2 months of demo and dealing with the mold and asbestos, and I don't see mice here. So if I saw mice in this reading, I would expect to deal with more of that mold issue. But since I'm not seeing mice in this reading, I actually find that to be a positive thing, because I was thinking if we saw mice, we might have to again deal with these little issues again. But right now, it's the moving forward, and it's the bigger issues here. So, stars, anchor, and whip. The stars for me it's almost a guiding light. Like, this is the way we're going. This is the right path. This is exactly where we need to be. And that is anchoring us in a more safe position here. But there's still a lot of work we're going to have to be doing at the end of the month. And that's the general flow of this month. Now, surrounding these anchors are these negative cards here. A lot of what we need to do above whip here, what we need to do is clouded. There's a lot of unknowns going into this month. And with cross, especially above anchor, this is absolutely something we need to do. It is a burden that we have put upon ourselves, you know, but it's something that needs to be done to really secure that, to anchor ourselves in that secure position. And coffin here, coffins are an ending, but I'm actually sort of seeing this a little bit like it's almost like the house. Not that this is the house card, but I'm sort of taking that coffin here literally, in that this is our dwelling, and we are feeling very boxed in right now. Like, we've gotten some of the tarps taken down in the house, so we have a little bit more freedom in our house now. So we're not as boxed in as we were in December and January, but we're still very boxed in here. We still have a lot of tarps blocking off areas of our house, and that's kind of how I'm feeling with this right now. I'm reading this as a literal box, and we sort of feel like we're being boxed in right now. Yes, but this box is actually surrounded by some of these positive cards here, and the underlying current, there are the hidden, or what's below all of this, is bouquet, anchor, and sun. That is super positive here. So while this is going to be a very tough month, and a lot of things with Fox is sort of a trickiness, and we also have to be clever and smart about the work we're doing. So even though Fox is in general a negative card, there is a sort of positive meaning we can take from that, in that there is an instinct to this, and knowing what we're getting ourselves into, knowing the work that the sun shines a bright light on everything. So we're coming into this with some confusion, with some unknowns, but the sun with Fox and Whip, it's like we're coming into this with a clever understanding of what we need to do, of the work that needs to be done. So yeah, and with bouquet here, I think this is there's a lot of positive things we're going to be getting from this hard work. Yes, this is going to be a tough month. We're not going to immediately see these the positives of this, but underneath all this is that sun saying that yes, and we're starting with the stars, so this is where we need to go. This is a positive thing that is happening, but there's a lot of hard work, unknowns. We need to be smart about the choices that we're making. We need to be smart about how we delegate this work, and yeah, and the general sense of feeling boxed in. But overall, this is, anchoring. What we're doing is going to be a long-term benefit. Right now, it's going to be a short-term frustration, a lot of going in here with a lot of frustrations, but this is a long-term thing that's going to secure our future. All right, so that was the general Lenormand reading here. Now, I'm going to pull a Dawn card, and we're going to put this over here. Make sure, yes, okay, that is in frame. So, we're pulling a card from the Seed and Sickle Oracle, and this is the energies going into the month, and this will be read from the Dawn guidebook. So, the energies going into this month. 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 This one here. All right, mistletoe. Make sure I'm in frame here. All right, I am. So I'm going to grab the Dawn guidebook here, and mistletoe, I'm guessing that's in winter. So this oracle deck is separated into the seasons. So winter. All right, mistletoe, a promise, calling in favors. Actually, that makes a whole lot of sense. I'm gonna go to the book here. So, holly, mistletoe. All right. So you've been working hard lately, and you might feel you're running out of energy. Oh my gosh! Like, how perfect is that? All right. So mistletoe is a plant of community and promises. Take a moment to think about people who have offered you their support in the past. Have you taken them up on that offer? Favors are hard to come by and even harder to call upon, but now is the time to ask. So, the energies going into this month is now the time to ask for help if we need it, and to really be open to that. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially going into the few months we've had and going into this with that energy. All right, so now the first position is for the tarot card is gonna be right here, and that is going to be what I need to do this month. So what I need to do this month. What I need to do this month. All right. What I need to do this month. All right, I've paused and shuffled a bit here. What I need to do this month. What I need to do this month. The Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I mean, that's, and here we have this beaver building her home. I mean, this is so related to what we have to do this month. Yeah, I mean, I really have to embody that energy of the Queen of Pentacles here, and focus on building our home and putting energy into that. And the Queen of Pentacles, to me, is the ultimate mother energy, especially of the courts. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely the motherliest card of the courts, and I really have to embody that energy. I mean, I am a literal mother, and I feel like that's a lot of, I am taking it quite literally here. Yes, that's putting in that motherly energy for sure. I mean, I will open the book real quick and just see for Queen of Pentacles here. North American beaver, generous and nurturing caretaker, parent and provider, cultivator, safety and stability, pragmatism. And pragmatism I see connected here with that fox energy. Very pragmatic choices and clever choices, and getting around things in a clever sort of way. Yeah. The queen was a builder. She placed each branch firmly in place, supporting them at the base with rocks. She mortared in mud to hold everything together, adding stability. The land transformed when the dams spanned the full width of the river. Flowing water, sorry. Flowing water stopped and collected, flooding the ground. Tadpoles swarmed and swirled in the gentle waters. Salmon and trout sought refuge in the depths. Elk visited for a drink and to listen to the chirping songs of weary travelers who rested before continuing their migrations. The queen had reshaped the earth, or at least this small patch of it. Yes, that's very... yes, relevant here, but it was only the foundation for what she built next. In the pond's center, she laid materials higher, constructing a lodge, a place of safety, warmth, and abundance. The water she had engineered protected it on all sides, moat-like. And here, with her mate, she began her family, of which she was the heart and hearth. So, yeah, total energy of the mother of the home, and not necessarily mother, but like the one who's really taking care of the home right now. Yeah, I really feel that here. So the next card is the challenges I'll face in trying to accomplish this, trying to be the one who has to deal with a lot of this stuff in the home. And yeah, I am a stay-at-home mom here, and so, and I kind of see that the Queen of Pentacles as really embodying that energy. So in a lot of ways, yes, I do see myself reflected in the Queen of Wands. But there's also a level to the Queen of Wands of really taking care of the home. And that is something that I struggle with a little bit. You know, while I do take care of a lot of household things, to be honest, my husband takes care of a lot of the, you know, really what makes the home work for us, you know. And not that I don't do a lot, because I definitely do. I definitely put in my, you know, I definitely put in my aspects of, you know, making this house run. And, you know, I would say that my husband wouldn't be able to do it without me, for sure. But we are definitely a team. And there are aspects of this whole home renovation, dealing with all this stuff that I've had to step up on and be more involved in areas that I wasn't really involved in before, if that makes sense, as far as the house. And that has been a real struggle for me. So what are my challenges in embodying this energy this month? This one. Okay, so the Hermit. This is also a lot of the energies that I kind of embody. I can be very hermited and closed off in my cave, in my world. And here we have this right next to the coffin here. And this hermit is going off, this hermit bear is going off into the cave and just kind of hiding away. And you know, I am seeing that reflected here in the cards that we're next to. So the Hermit is next to this coffin and sun energy. I kind of box myself up and close myself off, but need to open up and be out in the open. And with that star here, that guiding star, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. The struggles that I have with embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy is that a lot of it, I just sort of, you know, I can be very hermited. I can be very much closed off from what I need to do. So the Hermit, the black bear: contemplation, introspection, meditation, removing oneself from society, privacy, and self-reflection, patience. I do have trouble. My challenges are being patient. I'm not a very patient person. And I can often embody that energy of the Hermit and kind of remove myself from things where right now I need to be very involved. I need to get out of this box, out in the sun, and follow this star. You know, like this whole row is really being or column here is being embodied by what my challenges are this month. All right, so the next card is, what are my strengths this month? 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 Right here. All right, we have the King of Swords. All right. Definitely making my opinions known. The core cards for the swords I often think of as communication. And I, you know, because I think of the Queen of Swords as being very sharp-tongued. The King of Swords, authority born of rational thought. And yes, being very logical and smart about the, you know, our actions. So clarity of mind and purpose, insight, seriousness and strictness, exacting standards, truth. So my strengths this month are really knowing what needs to be done. And next to the clouds here, where things are unknown, I think this sort of King of Swords is kind of that sword of truth, and being able to cut through these clouds and seeing the positives and seeing what needs to be done. So yeah, and that's, I'm glad to see that, because sometimes I doubt myself in knowing what needs to be done. And so my strengths this month are going to be able to cut through those clouds, and taking a very pragmatic approach, that clever pragmatic approach, cutting through those clouds, and just knowing what needs to be done. Yeah, and I don't think there's much else I'm going to elaborate on with that one. Well, actually, I will. Let's open the. So I did look at the. Let's see. So yeah, authority born of rational thought, clarity of mind and purpose, insight, seriousness and strictness, exacting standards, truth. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to continue, because I did read that, and that's I feel like it's kind of clear there. It's taking this pragmatic approach, cutting through what we're unsure of, what's blocking what needs to be done, and knowing what needs to be done, seeing these benefits and the good things that are coming from this, and cutting through those clouds. All right, so the final thing is the advice. So what needs to be done is I need to embody this Queen of Pentacles. My troubles is that I kind of close myself off, and am not aware often of what I need to do. But my strength is taking that pragmatic approach, being very rational about things, cutting through the unknowns, and knowing what needs to, and knowing what needs to be done. So the advice here, the advice moving forward, the advice. All right, the advice. This one, and that is, oh, I have this upside down. That is the Five of Swords, and I do not, I don't read reversals. All of these are cards in here are on the same dimension, or orientation. That, I think that was the word I was looking for. These are all upright in here. I grabbed the deck upside down, so I don't have anything against reading reversals. It's just a personal choice for me. That personal choice is that I don't read reversals. I like all my cards to be upright, so that's a different subject altogether. Anyway, so the advice here is a Five of Swords, and this is quite a, how shall we say, often seen as a challenging card, or maybe even a negative. And I think there's a lot of choices that I need to make, where I need to be a little bit strong in my words, especially under this King of Swords here, and very, I don't want to say like winner takes all, but being very pragmatic about this and clever about what needs to be done for this. Yeah, and what may end with this is, with me winning, or doing what needs to be done for our benefit, that may mean that others aren't getting the benefit that they need from this. But that is my advice this month, to take that chance and to really do what needs to be done for us. Yeah, I think that's how I'm reading that, doing what needs to be done for us, even if that means that someone else may take the brunt of it, or may not get their desired outcome. Yes. So I'm going to open the card here. So aggression, conflict, hostility. Oh, my dog is trying to grab. She wants my attention. Almost done, puppy. Almost done. Okay. Aggression, conflict, hostility, ambition, defeat, or winning at any cost. And yeah, and that's really what I'm feeling here. Oh my goodness, puppy, come here. She's trying to get up on this. Anyways, so finally, the last card here is from the Oracle deck, and this is the ending of the month, how we're closing off this month. We're starting with this feeling of being overwhelmed, and possibly needing to ask for assistance from others to really help with what I need to do this month. Maybe asking for my husband's assistance, or yeah, and yeah, and challenges is that, you know, I kind of hold myself off, or I think I can do things on my own, but needing that help and maybe branching out, asking for that help. My strengths are being able to cut through these clouds and see what needs to be done. And the advice is that I need to be, I guess, a little bit cutthroat about the decisions we're making this month. So how we're closing this month off. Is going to be from the Dusk guidebook here, how the energies are closing off this month. All right, so I think this card here. All right, so we have Feverfew. Okay, so let me open up the Dusk guidebook here, and I hope I'm in frame here. Yes, I am. Okay, so Feverfew, what season is this in? So let's see, we got spring, summer, autumn. Feverfew is the first one in autumn. So nurturing and supporting others. Yeah, that's really nice. So we're starting off needing that support, and we're ending with providing the support. So all right, and that means that if I take this advice, which is to be a little bit more cutthroat about things, I can be the nurturing Queen of Pentacles that I need to be, and be tap into the strengths that I have from the King of Swords, and also my strengths, because you know this can also be my husband a bit too. And we need to ask for that support, and that's maybe tapping into, instead of feeling like I have to do things by myself, I can ask for the support of my husband, and he can be I think we're both very pragmatic. We're both very pragmatic people. And you know, maybe this is tapping into some of his energies here, but this is also my strength as well. And we can make these tough decisions that may, and you know, this may also mean that we're, gosh, I'm just working this out in my head here. Taking some losses ourselves here. Yeah, we could be, you know, accepting some of these losses ourselves. And then becoming that energy, that nurturing, supportive energy here. So, yes, that was nurturing and supporting others. So let me find what the book says here. Fall. All right. So, Feverfew. Feverfew is known as a companion plant, as it helps others to grow stronger and healthier simply by being nearby. Its strong scent protecting its allies from insects and other pests. Friends and family have always rallied around you, and now it's time to return some of that support. So, again, starting off asking support, ending with providing some support. Someone near to you is struggling, who haven't you heard from for a while. Reach out to them and return some of the love you've received from them in the past. Your own emotional wealth is bountiful right now. Be generous with it. So, yes. All right, so that is the reading for combining the Pacific Northwest Tarot with the Seed and Sickle and a Lenormand deck. Yeah. So in closing, let's see. There's a lot of hard work that needs to be done this month, and it's not going to end this month. It's going to continue into the next month. But there's a lot of good going on here, and this is all for underlying positive energy here. I mean, the bouquet, anchor, and sun, this is a really positive line here. Yeah, this is all for just anchoring what needs to be done for our family. So there's a lot of things that need to be done, and I have to be willing to ask for help, possibly from my husband here, and knowing my own strengths of being that pragmatic and being able to cut through what we can't see here, and being maybe a bit cutthroat. That maybe that's the fox here showing with the Five of Swords. Maybe making some decisions that are really more for our benefit, but also accepting that there's going to be some losses for us too. And yes, and what I need to do is embody that Queen of Pentacles energy. And yeah, and at the end of the month, though, it is, while we're continuing that hard work at the end of the month, there's support that needs to be done, and taking a more supportive role, like this Queen of Pentacles here, being that nurturing person. Yeah, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I had planned to do another Lenormand reading tomorrow, but I think I'm going to not do that. I think I'm just going to do the one Lenormand and Oracle reading. Yeah, so, you know, with these, with my deep dives here, my studies, the time before, because I do it from the new moon to the new moon, for the most part. And we've actually, yesterday was the new moon, so I've gone beyond that a little bit. Because I skipped a few days, and that happens for me. The first 2 weeks are really my grinding time, where I'm going through the deck card by card and really understanding the cards. And then on the full moon, I do my cleansing and whatever, and blessing and all that. And then from the full moon to the next new moon, I mean, this is really very much in flux and is open to a lot of changes. And like I said, I've already gone past the new moon, so I think I'm not going to do a new moon reading for day 27. Or I mean, I'm not going to do another reading for day 27. But day 28, what I'm supposed to be doing is coming up with my own spread specific to the Pacific Northwest. And I think I'm going to take some time to really think on that. So I'm probably going to take the weekend and really think about what kind of spread I want to create with this Pacific Northwest. All right, so thank you so much for watching, everyone. Looks like there's only one more video. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.